Hi guys, welcome back to Mommy is My Favorite Cook. I am sharing the last recipe of a 3-part dinner. These are my Mexican style fajitas, and I did make previously Mexican style refried beans as well as Mexican style brown rice. Those also go with these chicken fajitas. If you like those recipes, they are in the show notes down below. But for this recipe, we'll be using the exact same spices as we used in our rice and our refried beans. I'm actually going to start by seasoning my chicken. Now, these are chicken tenderloins, chicken breast tenderloins. Now, I just took the tenderloins because it's cut up chicken breast already, but they're a little bit wider than I'd like, so all I did was cut each one in half. And then this will serve about 4 people, and then there's still enough for 1 fajita each adult for the next day for lunch. So you can take a healthy lunch to work with just cooking the 1 meal. So we're just gonna put some chili powder on our chicken. That's about a tablespoon. Same ratio as my last recipes, as all the other ones. About a teaspoon of cumin. Now this is very fine, so it doesn't come out that easily. And I just eyeball my measurements. And then some salt and pepper. And then we're also going to be using 1 cut up green bell pepper and then 1 small yellow onion. We'll be adding that at the end. So here's our pepper. If you wanted to add some spice to this, you could use some red pepper flakes. You could also add, a tomato, which I do that all the time. Now we're going to put about a tablespoon of olive oil into our hot saute pan. About a tablespoon, and it's going to heat up really fast. Now we don't want it to burn, so we want to get our chicken in there relatively quickly. That's my rice. Now we're just going to mix the seasoning into our chicken with our hands, as you can see, and it doesn't take much to mix it. If you wanted to, you could also put the whole tablespoon of the olive oil directly onto the chicken prior to putting it in the pan. Alright. My puppy's going crazy here. Alright, our oil is hot, as you can hear the sear. Alright, get these all in here. I like to lay them out so I know that they are cooking all evenly. Alright. There's our chicken. Now we're just going to let the chicken cook on both sides for probably about 7 minutes each side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it cook on the first side for 7 minutes. Then I'm going to add the peppers and onions after flipping the chicken over and letting that side start to cook. Add the peppers and onions, let them cook with the other side, and then it'll be done. But I do need to warm our tortillas. So I'll show you how I do that. Alright, so now I'm going to show you guys how we warm our tortillas. It sounds like what it is. We're actually going to warm them on a little flat pan. Now, this is called a comal, but you could use like a pancake pan. You could even use a saute pan like the one that I'm using for the chicken. I use this one a lot when I'm making eggs. I actually warm my tortillas in it before I scramble the eggs. But these are the tortillas that we'll be using. Here they go. They are 100% whole wheat flour tortillas. I use these a lot. I've used these in all of my other recipes. These are only 120 calories per serving, so for 1 tortilla, I'll have 2. But this one actually has protein in it, so it's a way better option than choosing like a flour or a corn tortilla. Alright, so what you want to do is actually just take your tortilla and lay it on top of the warm flat pan and just heat it to where it's a little bit, it's filling up with air a little bit. And then you want to flip it over and just let the other side cook for just a second. Now I'll wait until this one fills up with air and show you guys how that looks. And a lot of people use their hands. This pan is not a pan that you can use your hands with, so I'll be using a spatula to flip my tortilla. Don't judge me. All right, I'll be back and show you guys how this looks. All right, you guys, so as you can see, our tortilla is filling up with air. So we're just going to flip it. See the air? When I lift it up, it kind of flattens. There we go. And this is exactly how you want it. You want a nice crisp outside. And I apologize, my stick is sticking out in there, my tripod. But this is exactly how you want the tortilla. And you see, it's really quick. That's done. See? That's how you want it to look. And then we have a little tortilla warmer here. See that? Now you could use some aluminum foil. You could put it in a pan with a lid. Now as you can see, my tortillas are too big. But that's fine. I'm just gonna make a few more for the rest that my family needs. All right, so my chicken is cooked on one side. I let it cook for 7 minutes. As you can see, it's only a little bit raw. So I'm just gonna flip the chicken pieces, a few at a time. See that crisp on those? It's really beautiful. And it tastes good too. It makes them kind of sweet. And I've also done this with other types of spices and made a tortilla with it. I've done it with curry. So you could definitely try other spices that are kind of warm, like chili powder. I think curry is a perfect one. And it tastes so good with sour cream. If you guys want me to do that one, let me know. And I will do that recipe next. And we're going to just add our onions and our peppers. Try to get them in the little cracks. So I'm going to let these cook for another 7 minutes. Alright, you guys, so we're halfway through the 7-minute cooking time, and I actually stirred the chicken with the peppers, and I'm just going to let them cook for another 3 or 4 minutes. Let the peppers get kind of soft. If your peppers aren't getting soft enough for your liking, you can put a lid on top of your pan, and then they'll cook a lot faster. I like a little bite to my peppers, so I'm just going to let this cook for 3 or 4 minutes, plate it, and then show you guys the rest of the meal. Alright, you guys, so we are done with our fajitas, and we just layer our bottom of our fajita with sour cream, and now is the time where you could also add salsa, avocado, and then we just place our chicken inside. You guys, so here is the finished fajita, and here is our dinner. We have our fajita, our beans, our brown rice, and some avocados. My kids love it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe. Click the little button down below. My kids are satisfied.
I am so satisfied.
Alright, and if you would like the recipe for the beans or the easy brown rice in the pressure cooker, there is a link in the description box for those as well. And definitely click the little bell down by the subscribe button so you never miss another recipe from me. Alright, you guys, have a great day. Bye now.